Can you say something scintillating?
Hello, we're going to replay Yoshi's Island today. The last time I played this, it was 20 years ago and I was on drugs.
Hello and welcome to Let's Replay. I'm Ellie Gibson and this is...
Oli Welsh.
Ollie, what are we playing today?
We're playing one of my favourite games of all time, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, otherwise known as Yoshi's Island.
I'd much rather play Super Mario 2 Yoshi's colon.
Yeah, this was like quite a departure for the Super Mario series at the time, and indeed these days they don't really call Yoshi games Super Mario games. They tend to call them they just let them have their own game series.
Yeah. How many games has Yoshi got? I know Princess Peach has got one, hasn't she? After like 30 years, she's got one game.
Well, Yoshi,
that's
the
progress.
green dinosaur donkey has, I'd say 4 or 5. But yeah, although this is an easier game than Super Mario World, and is definitely aimed at younger players, it's got an awful lot going on, which is why I love it and why it's definitely not only kids that enjoy this game. It's always really tricky, these things. You've got to catch them just as they're open.
Dropped me a biscuit.
Oh no, that's a bit embarrassing.
Got biscuit crotch.
I had a lot of biscuit crotch while I was playing this game back in '96 in my student house, shortly after having graduated, doing the things that
were you off your tits?
Yeah, basically.
He was off his tits. You would look at him now, you wouldn't think it, would you? Now, look. Rich tea biscuit, very expensive glasses. That's his life now.
I hadn't been playing video games much before this came out. I'd been sort of being a pretentious arty type who liked European cinema, and then...
Unlike today,
yeah,
when you're really into Michael Bay films.
And I basically discovered Nintendo games for the first time, and they just blew my mind. I had no idea that you could make games that were that sort of... underneath their sort of simple, cheerful exterior were that complicated and had that much going on, because they were a lot more sophisticated in design than the stuff I used to play.
Just to clarify though, Nintendo games blew your mind about the same time you discovered drugs.
just roughly in the, actually almost exactly at the same time, now that you come to mention it. But yeah, I absolutely loved Yoshi's Island. I think it was Nintendo really playing around with what it could do with the SNES. So this game had a Super FX chip in the cartridge, which they used in stuff like Star Fox to do some rudimentary 3D visuals, but in this they used it to basically really distort and warp all the levels. And this was my favourite examples when you touch these things, they're called fuzzies, the level goes really trippy and
I'm really glad I'm not on drugs right now. I did have a paracetamol this morning. Is this actually happening?
Yeah. Also, it's just a gorgeous, funny game. Like, all the animations are beautiful. There's those little star guys I was talking about. Just the fact they've given those guys little feet and facial expressions, and they hop around and everything feels really alive, which is a thing about this game that I love. I was a student, I didn't have a lot of money to spend on games, and...
just because you were spending all on drugs?
Drugs and no pints of Fix and Old Peculiar, which was the only thing that you were allowed to drink.
Oh my god, you were like a proto-hipster. You were like the world's first hipster.
Yeah, rather than like a really late hippie, I'll go with like an early hipster.
Ollie Welsh, proto-hipster. You should have that on your business cards.
I was either 20 years too late or 20 years too early for my time.
We'll probably never know.
So it was all about real ale and squidgy black.
What do you mean, like Pontefract cakes?
Right, we're into new territory here. I haven't played any of these levels since.
Do you know what I think? Now you're in like the second world, it's going to be a bit tougher, isn't it? I think you need to help you out. I think you could do with a special hat. Are you having a really good day?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Do you feel hot?
In what sense?
Well, it's made of polyester. You're getting a bit sweaty under the... Just saying.
Pikmin were many years away from actually being invented, so it's not strictly canon at this period in Nintendo history.
No man wearing that hat can say the word canon and expect to be taken seriously.
No, they can.
Oh, you booed it. No, you booed it. You
No,
booed it.
saved.
No, booed. Dead. You're dead.
I'm
You
not,
are dead.
I'm not.
You're gonna die.
This
You're
is
dead
a great
now,
thing
you are dead now.
because of Yoshi's.
You're dead. You're dead.
This is one of those. It's a really fun bit, but it is one of those slightly unfair bits in the game where if you don't know what's going to happen next, you're at a massive disadvantage.
Bell end. What?
Oh fuck!
You're dead.
Sad Pikmin. No.
Sort of impotent Pikmin. It's weird.
Need some Pikmin Viagra
Viagra.
to reinvigorate my sprout. So
Right,
yeah,
come
I've actually completed this game twice. We were talking about completing earlier, and I was saying, yeah, this games were like 60 quid these days, and at this time. And you just bloody well finished a game if you bought it because it cost you that much money.
And you were grateful.
Yeah. When I were allowed.
Yeah. Because, of course, in those days, yeah, you had to go to the workhouse before you could afford to buy another game. You had to do a 2-week stint in the workhouse.
Actually,
then you could take your Yoshi's Island home.
to be
get on with
fair, it was the opposite of that because in those days you actually had proper student grants.
Oh my god, you had grants.
Yeah.
Good Lord. It really was the 1890s.
I bought a student
Oh,
loan.
why did you go with the flower? Oh, I see. All right, fine.
I got a student loan. I didn't even need it. It was to buy myself a nice Macintosh computer. I
Wow.
had enough money just from the government to actually live and keep myself in weed and Nintendo games.
And look at you now.
Yeah,
You're
right.
one of the country's leading doctors performing life-saving heart surgery every day. So I've just looked up what was UK #1 on the day this game came out. See if you can guess. I'll give you a clue. Red hair.
Simply Red.
Yes, very good.
But it's too late for it to be Holding Back the Years.
I love that
which was
you're
their
so
first
familiar
number
with
one.
Simply Red's back catalogue.
I've got Holding Back the Years on 7-inch, I'll have you know. It's I'm afraid to say, I had a Simply Red phase. It's because I felt a kindred spirit in Mick Hucknall, because I too had a massive mop of curly red hair. Oh my god, what did Simply Red have a #1 in the 90s?
Ding 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 ding
Oh,
ding ding ding.
What are you doing?
It's the Simply Red song. Ding ding.
Was it off the Stars album?
Ding 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 ding.
This has no meaning for me.
It's Fairground. It's
Oh
Fairground.
god! Oh, I hate that song.
Call yourself a Simply Red fan.
I did like some cool things as well, like DJ Shadow. At that time.
Yeah, everybody just said they liked DJ Shadow to be cool.
Yeah, well, I actually liked DJ.
No, you
Shadow.
didn't.
I did.
Name one DJ Shadow record.
Introduce.
No, like a song.
Uh,
So I thought, seeing as you're such a fan of Simply Red, and it's topical, for this game, we could have a little Mick Hucknall quiz. Are you up for that?
Yes, my favourite white soulster.
And there are so many to choose from. I'm more of a Curtis Stigers person myself, but that's all right. All right, so I'm going to ask you true or false. Okay, true or false? Mick Hucknall is only 5 foot tall.
I'm going with false. I think he's a man of reasonable height, perhaps even average.
That is correct. He's actually 5'11". Everyone thinks I'm short, says Mick, but I'm not. Mick Hucknall is not a natural redhead.
Oh, that's got to be false.
Yeah.
Although, I don't think... Well, he still appears to be a redhead now, but I think that's probably...
You think he was
not
born
the
a
case.
redhead?
But I think he was born a redhead.
That is true. Although the carpets don't match the curtains. Okay, true or false? Mick Hucknall hates X Factor mogul Simon Cowell so much that in interviews he refers to him as slimy coward.
That's so lame that it has to be true.
That is true. That is true. Oh, Mick, he's sharp, isn't he?
He is.
So quick. All right, true or false? In 1998, Mick Hucknall got into a fight with Noel Gallagher after he said Oasis embarrassed Mancunians. True or false? True or false?
True.
That's false. It was Liam Gallagher.
Oh,
it's a quick trick question. What does the verb hucknalled refer to? What has happened to you if you have been hucknalled?
Ooh.
You can guess at home.
I'm gonna say
this was a 15-1 question, as I remember. Series 7.
If you've been hucknalled,
yeah.
Have you been involved in a 19th century labour dispute?
No, you have in fact been seduced by Mick Hucknall. It says here, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Martin McCutcheon, Helena Christensen are all reputed to have been hucknalled.
Like, successfully seduced?
Well, they've been hucknalled, yeah, that's what it says.
Catherine Zeta-Jones?
She's been hucknalled.
Catherine Zeta-Jones? I can't believe it.
He hucknalled her. Okay, last question.
Yeah.
True or false? Mick Hucknall is afraid of haddock.
No one's afraid of haddock. Why would you be afraid of haddock?
Are you saying that's false?
It's false.
Mick Hucknall's afraid of haddock!
No!
Yes, that's what it says. It's in The Guardian. That's how you know it's true.
I don't believe it.
It says here, the words for the chorus to Fairground, which we were talking about earlier, are from its co-writer, Toby Roebuck's novella, The Furrowbrow. Roebuck later fell out with Hucknall, drawing attention to the singer's fear of haddock. Good. Well, I think we could probably end it. I think we should end it on the Mick Hucknall quiz, don't you? Have you got anything else you wanted to say about Yoshi's Island?
Oh, just that it's completely awesome. It's genuinely one of Nintendo's best platform games, and if you've got a Wii U and you haven't played it before, totally grab this version, which it's been ages and they've never done it on any of their virtual consoles, so it's really good to see it out.
So in a nutshell, to summarise what you just said, worth a rental. Is that what we're saying? Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
I maintain that Holding Back the Years is a good song.
Oh, God,
it
shut
is
up.
the only one. It is the only one. But it was a good song.
Holding back the years, I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on.
You sound great.
Ah!
Nah.